Coach, congratulations on the win. Big win for the team, but obviously this week has probably been a difficult one in terms of what's been in the news about the team. Just how have you managed to get the team through this week with reports of Kune and as well as talks of the racial things in Kaizer Chiefs, like players and kind of players. Just how has that week been for you as a coach?
I'm lucky I'm the only white one. No, I think it doesn't, we read it all the time. And then Kaizer Chiefs being the brand they are, I think there's a lot of people that look to take this big brand to a lower level, because in reality, there's no brand that's as strong as this brand. So whatever you can find, whatever you can do to try and discredit them is always in the papers. And I think it's not only now, it's been for a good few years, you know what I'm saying? And myself, being born in a country where it was black and white, I know how to handle those things. So when it comes to those things, it's like water on a duck's back for me. Because if you were born when the rainbow was black and white, and now it's colorful, then you know how to handle those. So we don't have any problem within our village of that sort of nature. And the players, I mean, you congratulate me on the win, and you can see on the pitch that they want to do it for each other. And that, as any, I only lead the team, but when you look at the people at the back of me, and you look at the people on the side of me, then you can see it's what we've been pressing for, is the 3 points.
Coach, congratulations on the win. I think we could see from, if you look at the goal, how it came by the press, he pressed them there. And also we saw those moments again in the first half where you were really trying to press them, because Solos really does to play to build from the back. Do you think maybe you should have made more out of the chances that you got from the press that were effective?
Yeah, I thought Ox had a good chance if he were just a little bit more calmer. I thought Mshini had a brilliant chance. Unfortunately, guys, Mshini, I don't call him Mshini. I call him Pony. You know he's got ponies. So I call him Pony. So when I have to say Mshini, I forget his name. But that's me and him got this name. And I thought we did that very well. I also thought that they stuck to their game plan, Morocco Swallows, and I have to give credit for that, because they tried all. It was only late in the second half, in the first half, and they tried to change it a little bit and pick up the second ball. But we were aware of that type of movement that they could make, and I thought we had a better first half and probably second half also.
Good afternoon, Coach Karao from Supersport. Coach, I think you gave from Gonzalez the strike about 27 or 30 minutes. What is it that you expected of him? What did you ask of him? Did you get what you wanted? Because a lot of Chiefs supporters, they really don't understand what are the demands from him. And what is it that you see differently from him in training that you think is good enough to play for this big brand?
I think the Colombians, and having worked with a Colombian before in Renteria, you remember Renteria? They very, very stubborn people, but they also love football. And I've been trying to understand what Gonzalez is all about, because that's how I got the best out of Renteria. And I think if we give him a little more opportunity, and I'm able to train with him a little bit more, you'll get used to what Kaizer Chiefs brand is all about. Because South Americans don't worry how big the brand is, as long as they're able to play in front of people. And when they do that, then they shine a little bit better. And yes, as a striker, I think Gonzalez has got something in his feet, and he's going to surprise us a lot more when he starts understanding who we are as Africans. And then you'll probably see a little bit better out of him. He's got very, very good feet. He's got very, very good head body on him, and he's physically getting better all the time. So I'm expecting him to give us something as the season goes on. I expect him to give us more.
Coach, it was a hot crowd, obviously, very hot conditions. The first clean sheet in 8 games. It was Kavin gets his first start of the season. Are you happy for him? Why did he get the nod today?
Wow. First clean sheet in 8 seasons. Where's V?
Eight.
8 games. Wow. Yeah, look, it's not about Bruce. It's about the team in front of him. And yes, we come away with no goals conceded. But I think the whole team has to be congratulated. And yes, he gets a chance. He's got to make sure that he keeps it. His head doesn't go to his body, and he's able to maintain. Because I think I can say the same thing about Happy Mashiani. I can say the same thing about Pony. I can say the same thing about Bibo. You know, they're all young players. I can say the same thing about Shaba. On the bench, in the pitch, it doesn't matter. You are part of the 20, and it's credit to all of them.
Coach, coaching in South Africa, just touching on some of those young players who are so young in the case of Mashiani, who came into the matchday squad. Very rare appearances in the matchday squad for him, as well as Hajime. What is the future for them? Because they haven't really figured in a lot of games for Kaizer Chiefs, not just this season, but in the seasons previous. And we know, of course, there will always be conversations about them, especially when another transfer is on the horizon. But we have seen you have been able to give them an opportunity, the likes of Shabalala as well. They've also got an opportunity under you, Rashid. So what is the future for those two specific players, Mashiani and Khadi, going into the next year?
Maybe it's because I'm also a young coach and the young players. So they play for young people. No, I see a bright future for them. I just see that they, we've had quite a few injuries, and they had to put up their hand. And for me, they put up their hand at the right moment. They come in now. They gotta, like you said, they're not that young anymore, but they gotta put up their hand a little bit higher in order not to be subservient to the guys that are injured.
Yeah, and coach, if we look, especially in the second half, maybe I was not clear in terms of where is Modi playing, but I saw him more effective coming openly from the wing in the second half, and also being supported by Saile. Where do you really want to see Modi affecting this team? And also, just overall, maybe going back to the first question, how important is in your structure, in the team, especially a big club like this one, is to have a dressing room that is also full of discipline, and that discipline also filtering through to the young ones?
Yeah, Modi is a wide player. He plays wide, and he's starting to understand how we want him to play wide. I think I think Modi has played all 3 games for me, right? I'm not sure, but he's played, and he's coming wide. He's going in. Today he really put up his hand. Today is the Modi. I think Modi played for Golden Arrows before, right? Today is the Modi I seen that likes to play. He likes to run. He defends. He attacks. So yes, he will improve if he has that. And at the same time, today I saw a Modi that was really, really complimenting the team, because the team wanted to have him more in the game. So I like that. The dressing room, you can't really ask me those questions about the dressing room now, because the dressing room is strong. You can see them now. You go in the dressing room now, you see how strong they are. And since I've been here, the dressing room, I always felt that the dressing room has been strong. It's never been something that was not there. You know what I'm saying? Or something that I had to come and create. The dressing room has been strong for when I took over it has always been strong. So maybe I just made it a little bit stronger. You know, I got a strong younger man.
I think maybe coach, the right question was not just from Chiefs, but even your experience as a coach, and how important it is to have a disciplined, especially senior members of the team, so that that filters through to the young ones.
Very, very, very important. And I will be the first one to put up my hand if the dressing room is not right. It's finished.
It's
Another
all
one.
finished.
Yeah.
Congratulations once again, coach. Does it worry you that you sometimes have to speak about disciplinary issues rather than the talent of the players? Because as I said, as a Chiefs coach, it's not only about coaching the players; it's about managing a lot of things outside of the club. Does it worry you that you have to worry about certain things that are not football related, and how are you managing well? Because you see,
I have a strong backbone in the people that are working for Kaizer Chiefs. Kimiso, Jabu, Vina, Bobby, Kaizer Jr. himself. I think people don't realize how strong that platform is as far as Kaizer Chiefs is concerned. So for me, yes, I normally have, or I've had those issues at other clubs. It's an African thing that we have to be able to manage, and sometimes you have a lot of people who's able to manage it correctly, and then you get it right, and sometimes you don't have enough people to manage it and you get it wrong because you may be a dictator, you're not a leader, things like that. So you gotta see where you're gonna touch and where you're not gonna touch, and who touches what and what you touch. And I think I've actually not mastered that, but like I said, I come from the rainbow where it was black and white, and when you come from Western, you're able to maneuver all those things.
Last question, coach.
Thank you very much.
Coach, it's just over a month away from the January window. We're thrown in this position quite early from your academy. What are the discussions of how to call this squad?
I'm part of the discussion as to how to make Kaizer Chiefs better. And that includes a lot of things. So to be specific, I don't think I can say that. But I'm part of a discussion that's making the brand where it was, and hopefully we're able to get it to that level, because then you will get the correct answers and the correct feedback from the right people, instead of all the sources you guys got. I think I said the other day when you asked me about all these things that's going on, I'm saying, tell the sources, let's make a factory, and you open up a sauce factory. Temba, you said the last one.
I said the last two.
Last? All right, I'm for it. That's the last one, huh?
Yeah, it's the last one. Okay, Coach, looking at how the team is shaping up, I mean, you won one of the most difficult games. I mean, this was a tough game. Where do you think the team is short in terms of going forward, keeping in mind that the transfer window is coming, and giving more time at the helm of Kaizer Chiefs? What can the fans expect from you should they're looking for a post be prolonged?
Look, I think it will be naive of me to tell you that we need a new kit man or a new water bottle man or something like that, because like I just answered your question, it's a conversation that takes place at a much higher level than myself included. But when the decisions are made, I think as a club, Kaizer Chiefs will then inform you guys correctly. Guys, we want 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's the way I would like to answer that, because it doesn't sound right for me as a head coach to come and say, hey, you know what, we weak, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got to work with these players tomorrow. They're going to weak you also. You understand? So at the moment, I think we're getting a solid team together to compete for points, and hopefully we're able to compete for something else other than points also come the season. of 2023-24.
Thank you, colleagues.
Thank you, colleagues. Don't forget, guys, the sauce, huh?